Hi guys, how are you doing? I have a really specific message for someone today. Well, I will start with the message and then we're going to tarot. And also, I feel called to use the Animal Spirit deck and this deck, the Art of War. Okay, so I'll be using tarot and this two today. And let's go for the message. So, I got a really interesting message, and first of all, is with if you had a fight with someone recently. Okay, so this message is for someone who had a fight with someone recently, and you feel like you are done with the situation, that is not something that you are willing to keep doing it, or to keep going through this same cycle, so and that is the reason of the fight. That's why um, you fought with this person, and because there is a situation that you're really done, that you don't want to be involved anymore, or you just don't like how things are happening. Um, it can have it can be a third party situation, and when I say a third party situation, it can be job, a person. Maybe um, you start a fight over a job, over a career, or over another person, or over something. Like third party is like something that is in between you and this person that you had a fight with. So it can be about something like that. Okay. um, and and it came to my mind that you, after the fight, you just got in your car and you left. You just like drove and drove and drove, and you actually thought about seeing someone, going to see someone, but for some reason you didn't. Okay, so like, anyway, if any of this resonates with you, this may be the message for you today. If nothing, nothing at all, it can be just a little bit or just one thing or other thing. Anyway, but if nothing resonates to you, then this message is not for you. And if you resonate with the entire message or some of the message, like, or something that I told, um, or something that I said, and then this message can be for you. Probably there's something that you need to hear, that you'll be here for you today. First of all, I want to get the Animal Spirit deck, because it was the first one that when I saw it, like, was the first one that was drawn my attention. Okay, so I really want to check it out something with this deck first. Okay, so I'm going to ask about your energy. Let's check about your energy at the moment. So we got the cobra, but I got it like in reverse. So let's check it out, what this means. What is this? Cobra, cobra, cobra. Okay, so cobra is the from the elements of fire. Cobra, pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. The cobra represents a teacher or a spiritual guardian. The cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher, and manifests externally in those special guides who led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student's ready, the teacher appears. When in balance, a student of life, humble, wise. When out of balance, know-it-all, egocentric. To bring each balance, taking a class is study. So for me, how I feel here, because we got in reverse, is that you are resisting something, resisting a change, resisting to learn about something, and that is causing that you stay in your ego, and that's probably like causing you to not see things in a different way, and then you keep repeating the same cycle over and over again. But then because you're not really open to learn a new cycle, so if you're not really open to learn a new cycle, it's going to be tricky, because then you're going to be repeating the same cycle over and over again. Okay, so you need to understand what you really want, because we need to do things that we've never done before to get the things that we don't have it. Okay, so yeah, so you're probably like resisting something, and I feel that maybe that's why you stayed in the situation that you were, because like maybe it was comfortable, it was like fine, so like you, because it was comfortable, you didn't have to like do something different, or I don't know. Let's go deeper with tarot now. My goodness. Okay, so first I'll ask about your energy right now, okay? Okay, so your energy right now is that you right now you are in a really king of one's energy. That is an energy that like it knows how to control your actions, you know what to do, the right time to do, and to be creative, to do things that you really enjoy doing. Okay. Um, but then uh, I feel that like you're also kind of ignoring your feelings, ignoring your emotions here. You are looking to the work that it has to be done, but right now you kind of just giving your back to your feelings, your emotions. You're not really looking at it. You're just looking like work, that you're just looking at things that it has to be done, you know, not really your feelings. Um, but it feels like this cycle that you keep repeating over and over again is like a cycle from the past. Um, I would like to say inner child. Okay. Um, I've got another deck here. Um, so yes, you keep. It's like it's not the first time, right? That you are repeating this cycle. Like it is something that happened in the past, and you keep repeating it, and almost like it feels you want to like you want to try something. You know, you're afraid to take a risk here. You don't want to look to your emotions. You don't want to look to your past. You don't want to look what your subconscious is telling you. You don't want to take a risk. It's like you're like looking totally in a different way. Okay, maybe you just like working really hard, and that's the only thing that you're focused on right now, and the rest is just the rest. Okay, so I want to take a card for this one. From this deck is the Sacred Woundings. So let's see if there's something you should kind of like an eye open about it, right? Like, let's check it out. That was fast. Okay, so we got this one. An overemphasis on external validation will show up as constantly seeking approval or recognition from others, often at the expense of self worth. It may manifest as feelings of insecurity, anxiety, or emptiness when external praise or acceptance is lacking. Hmm. Okay, I feel like reading a little bit more about this though. Okay. Your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. The one of external validation thrives on the belief that your value is determined by how others perceive you, that you must constantly prove your worth in order to be accepted, loved, or respected. It convinces you that your sense of self is reliant on others' recognition, leaving you constantly chasing approval and feeling incomplete when it's not received. This wound often results in comparing yourself to others, seeking external affirmation, or feeling diminished when others fail to notice or acknowledge your worth. The truth is, your value was never tied to their perception of you. You do not need to prove your worth to anyone. Um, okay, so here I'll shout out just like a few questions if you would like to go deeper. If you feel that my eyes are really like going wild right now. So I don't know if you've been crying or you are feeling emotional right now. Okay, but let me tell you something. I know that sometimes it feels hard, but you got this. Okay, I'll read you a few questions. And if you feel that this message is for you, perhaps you should write down these questions and work on them. Try to try to answer these questions for yourself so you can start healing this wound. Okay. When did you first start seeking validation from others and what triggers it? Do you trust your own opinions and decisions, or do you need others to confirm them? How do you feel when someone praises you? Do you fully accept it or do you downplay it? In what areas of your life do you crave approval and why? Have you ever changed your goals, appearance, or personality to gain acceptance? Do I do you fear making mistakes because of how others might perceive you? What would you pursue if no longer cared about outside opinions? How do you define self-worth? And does that definition depend on external factors? Have you mistaken external success for internal fulfillment? What is one way you can validate yourself today without seeking approval from anyone else? My back hurts you. Um, a little bit. So perhaps you're not feeling that comfortable right now. So if you need to take a break, or if you choose not to keep watching the video, it's okay. You know, perhaps you would like to watch it another time when you're feeling a little bit better. Okay, it's okay. It happens. You don't have to put yourself through it right now if you don't feel it's the right time. Okay. And I'll keep going with the reading. Now I'm going to ask about the person that you had a fight with. Okay. Okay, so we got Justice, the Hermit, the Sun, King of Cups, Judgment, Three of Wands, Three of Cups. Okay, so the person that you had a fight with, probably like, or this person was taking some time to think about this, or this person needs to take a time right now. Okay, because what this person wants is justice to be made, like balance things out, to yeah, this person wants to balance things out, and with that this person is getting like really like introspective, but at the same time this person kind of, one thing that I've noticed here is how the numbers are mirrored. Okay, um so it's not the same number, but like, you know, it's almost like the person that you had a fight with, like it feels that to have the justice, this person also needs to like be really inward, you know, like really like work the inner self to like balance things out, is the only thing to balance things. um and this person is like, it's looks like is a really like a person who like shines, you know, like it's someone who warms up the space. And yeah, like this person has a lot of feelings, like it's managing the feelings that they have for you and about this situation. I cannot say if it's, I didn't get any cards yet like showing me that it's like a romantic, or like I didn't get anything that yet. So anyway, just to let you know, uh, like this person is like is really passionate, you know. Uh, but this person also wants to move forward to like to actually be able to see what's working and not working to make able like to keep going further, you know, to like to actually see the path and start walking, because this person doesn't want to just look at the path and like just stay there just looking at it. This person wants to start walking the path. And so you guys can celebrate, you know, because this person wants to celebrate it, like to keep walking. So like it's there's always a reason to celebrate it. Okay, so now I'm going to ask about the situation. Okay, what is this situation? And then we are going to get also an advice for you at the moment. Okay. Okay, so let's see what's the situation that you guys had a fight. Okay, so so it can be about it can be a romantic um, relationship, or it can be something that it just like feels that it needs balance. It's like lacking a lot of balance. Um, and I feel that like this situation is about something that um, not really like trusting this person. It's almost like because like it's like so many like good cards, you know, they're like you you guys have the tools to make it things work, you know. You guys want like the happy ending. You guys want to like to be together, to like you guys you guys see potential in the in this connection, in this situation with this person. It's almost like a wish coming true, you know. And there is this connection between you guys. There is love, you know. If it is a love relationship, I feel like there is there's the lack of trust. The fight was because of that, the lack of trust. You like you guys want the same things, but because of the lack of trust, things are out of balance. You guys are not being able to actually balance things out. Um, okay, so let's ask what's the advice for you about this situation? What should you do? Okay, so I think like you see this person, if it is a romantic relationship, also like if it is if it's not a romantic relationship, if I don't know, I'm getting a lot about job. If it's a job, um perhaps you see that you have some future in this career, in this path, um but there's someone you don't trust around you, and that's probably like the person that you had the fight with, that you think that this person maybe steal your what you want, you know. um yes, it's coming to me like you guys want the same position and you guys had a fight over it, and you know that you have the potential to get this position, but you are a bit confused. You don't trust the person because you think this person will betray you somehow, or like do some shitty stuff just to be able to get the position. Okay, so then here we had the Queen of Wands. What is a really like again, we got the King of Wands before for you. So the person that you had a fight with, there's is probably like this Queen of Wands energy. And this energy is like really like again creative, like creative, like taking action, like does what has to do to actually get things done. You know, it's really like warm and fun and like nice to be around. And I think like you actually are getting like you're having like a breakthrough about this person. And here I'm talking about relationship. If it is a romantic relationship, I think like you had like a breakthrough about this person. Maybe like you actually like realize what you feel about this person, or like how you see this person, you know. But I think like you have trouble communicating that. Okay, like it is in your head right? You kind of know, but you have trouble like letting that out. And because you have trouble letting that out, you may be like in a period that you don't really feel fortunate. You kind of feel like the victim in this particular situation because you are in a really defensive mode. you know um, you are in a really defensive mode, and but you like you have that in your mind like all the time. Like it is in your mind all the time. So I'm getting like if it is a romantic relationship, is that you are going to have a breakthrough about this person. Okay, that there's something, again, there's something that you need to be different, and there's something that you need to be said to this person that is going to make the difference. Okay, but if nothing is said, like again, you're gonna keep repeating this cycle over and over again. And I do feel like if it's not a romantic relationship, if it's like the job that we were talking about, I feel like it's almost like you try to communicate it. You try to communicate with this person, but this person is acting like the victim. Okay, and the thing is, right now you're like again, you're also in a really defensive mode about this person, that you're getting in your head about this situation instead of just doing your job, what you have to do to go get that position that you really want. Okay, so don't let that person to go over your head. Okay, or that person will have power over you, and we don't want that. So make sure that like what you're thinking about the situation is really the outcome that you have, that you want for the situation. Okay, you need to be like more positive right now. So anyway, so I feel like I'm getting these two main things, guys, like love and job. Okay, so anyway, so like right now you need to understand now to not to be too defensive and to don't stay in your mind too much about it. You need to like find a way that you can relax and you can actually see things like they really are and not just in your mind. Okay, our mind tricks us a lot of times. Okay, so anyway, I think like there's something about communication here that something that I don't know need to be said to someone. Um, well, okay, so I will get now a card from this deck. I have no idea why I felt called to get this deck. Anyway, is the Art of War deck. let's see, like, what's the message for you today? I don't know why. So I feel like perhaps if you're with someone that you really like working, because like we saw at first that you are looking more at the work that has to be done than your emotions, feelings, and stuff, right? Your past. So you're not looking at those things right now. You're looking at the work that has to be done. Um, and that's probably like why also there was like the fight. Perhaps like that's your priority right now and not the person. And this person got frustrated, right? So let's see. And I feel like this deck is like really good to people. Is it really good for people that they are like really um career uh oriented? Because this deck's really pretty like straightforward. Okay, so we got two cards. I'll read both. Okay, so first there's like a phrase of the book, and then there's there's something. Okay, I'll read this first one. No, this one first. He who exercises no forethought, but makes light of his opponents is sure to be captured by them. Therefore, soldiers must be treated in the first instance with humanity, but kept under control by means of iron discipline. This is a certain road to victory. What does friendship mean to you? Think about friendship, how you define it, and why you bestow this special trust on specific individuals. We are often polite to strangers, not knowing if they are friend or foe. Friendships form as doubts slip away, and we let them into our affections through words and actions. We should be open to the offer of friendship if it pleases us. So I do feel a little bit here again about trust. And now we talked a little bit about that, about not trusting this person and fully, or like not trusting the situation, not trusting time. The clever combatant looks to the effect of combined energy and does not require too much from individuals. Hence, his ability to pick out the right man and utilize combined energy. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys how the back of the card is like this. And then for this one is combined energy equals teamwork. It is easier to lift a heavy weight with others than by yourselves. You can apply this to your decision making too. Seek advice from those who are more knowledgeable than you in specific areas, which will help you make better small choices. The more you know, the more options you will have. So I feel like again, my eyes started like to water again. So again, I don't know if you're feeling a little bit emotional right now, but it's okay. It's okay to be emotional, okay? But what I feel right now is that both kind of gets the energy that we were getting. Like, what does this person mean to you? Okay, so like if this person is a lover or if this person is a coworker or a friend, what does this person mean to you at this moment? Do you fully trust her or you don't really fully trust, you don't trust this person? How do you feel about this person? Okay. And to understand what you're open to offer to this person. And combined energy equals teamwork. I feel like a lot of this situation is like that. Perhaps you guys trying to like to think just really like just like you think of way and this person thinks in a different way and you're not like willing to combine this and like you know make it work. So I think that's important in this situation right now, that like you need to understand how to work with this person if it's something that you really want to work on. Okay, so if you don't want to, it's okay, but then you need to know and you need to speak it up about it. You need to tell this person that hey, this is not going to happen. Or if you like to, you need to be aware of what you want and really be able to say to this person, okay, what you really want. And then perhaps you guys can work this out together. Well, guys, this is the reading for today. I hope it made sense. Again, just take what resonates. Okay, don't make it fit. Okay. If you guys have any questions and doubts, let me know in the comments. If there's anything you'd like to say, just let me know. And well, see you till the next video.